Mahasangha, Your Excellency, High Commissioner of India, and our friends from India, and ladies and gentlemen. It's my singular pleasure and deep privilege to speak to you a few words. First, to thank you for organizing this event, is to express our sincere thanks to our neighbor and our long-standing friend and our friend in need, India. I don't think people understand the magnitude of the help that they have rendered to us during this very, very difficult time. From last September or October, we started negotiations. Many people wanted so many conditions in place. Restructure your debt, show us sustainability, and come once you've done that. So until that, how are we going to survive? So it is at that critical point in time, India walked in. And to be honest, they were not even sure we'll ever be able to pay them. It is in that critical moment India came. I'm sure, as it was expressed, this is the most critical or difficult economic crisis Sri Lanka had undergone since the independence. There is no two words about it. Such is the calamity and the magnitude of the crisis which are going through. We would have done and dusted, to be honest, if not for Indian help. 3 countries come to my mind with so much of national resources. If you look at Iraq, Libya, and Venezuela. Very difficult for them to get back on track, even after billions of oil revenue, because their structures have collapsed. Governments have collapsed, parliament have collapsed, judiciary have collapsed, armed forces have collapsed, civil services have collapsed. We are here today to fight another day because of your support, Excellency, and we are deeply grateful for that. And Sri Lankan people our links and bonds and the roots are deeply ingrained and deeply interwoven. No one can separate that. As very correctly pointed out, we may have some disagreements at time to time. Even within the family you will have it. But I'm sure at the Foreign Minister of Sri Lankan government of the day, we will find a way out of it. We'll stand together as brothers, and our bond will grow stronger than ever, and no one can come in between us. That is for sure. So therefore, Excellency, we are very clear in our mind. India's progress and prosperity is good for Sri Lanka. As I met you in the afternoon in the discussions, I told you, we need to understand single countries have not developed, the regions which have developed. Take it, the Americas, the whole Northern America. If you take Gulf, the whole Gulf region. If you take European Union, the whole European Union. If you take recently the ASEAN, the whole ASEAN region. So similarly, India's progress, India's development, India's steady progress is good for Sri Lanka. And I'm sure India will carry Sri Lanka also through with that development. And we are looking forward to do that. So I'm not going to take much of your time, and I'm not going to rephrase all the historic ties which we have more elaborately and more eloquently done by so many of our distinguished Sri Lankans, who all of them we are very proud of, including our Mahasangha. So therefore, I'm not going to take much of your time, but once again, just to express that none of your great services and the support had not gone unnoticed. It is deeply ingrained in our blood, And I think generations to come we will remember. And because of your support and the readily assistance, that we at least alive to fight another day. That's what I could say. We are not out of the woods, long way to go, but you have given us oxygen to fight for another day. And it is our duty as Sri Lankans to come out of it, and we are encouraged by you to be there. I thought it's my duty just to mention, when I was in Washington to start the negotiation with IMF, we are almost grateful, and good news is that hopefully we have reached a lot of progress in that. But the initial discussion when I was there, the first couple of days, the personal commitment and the support by your finance minister, Madam Sita Raman, will always linger in my mind. The kind of support and the motivation she gave me, and also the external affairs minister when I met him in ASEAN. So we are totally we are deeply grateful to Government of India and people of India. Long live India, and long live Indian and Sri Lankan relationship. Thank you.